I just wanted to jump in and do my daily live with you guys, getting in where I fit in. I hope everybody is well, and we'll see who's able to come through, who's divinely guided on over. So, in the meanwhile, I'll go ahead and get the conversation started. Um, This is something I'm going to be doing on a daily basis on a channel, hopping in at some point in my 24-hour existence, God willing, of course, and doing a daily live where, whoever is divinely guided to the channel, if you have any questions about emotional maturity, anything that you're going through in your life, it's just doing basically like Ask Lakia segments, basically. And to piggyback with that, I'll try to come up with, some type of emotional maturity topic that I could just speak on too in the meanwhile, since I'm hopping on here anyway, right? Yeah. So let's talk about some frenemies because the thing about frenemies is they're not always so obvious. You have to have like a really keen eye in these situations. When we're dealing with certain types of toxic people like narcissists, usually they're pretty much in your face, especially at a certain point. And even the frenemy, they'll eventually expose themselves too. And some of them may be flying under the radar. Yeah. But you just got to understand, what you should be looking for in these instances. Little subtle things that I've picked up on, even in my own waking life, that I could share with you guys here. I've had people literally, like, let's say I tell someone, I'm going to give you a for instance. Let's say you're going on this job interview, and usually I like to keep things under wrap. I generally will not share this information too much. I'll go through the process, and then once I get the position, then I'll usually tell someone about it. But once in a blue moon, I may share this information. So if you share this information with someone that you're entrusting, and then they just kind of ghost you, you can't get in touch with them. You share this information, you go through the process, you end up getting the position, you swing back around to reconnect with them and give them this really good news. Or maybe they seen you post it and they're just nowhere to be found. Yeah. Frenemies. Frenemies to me are the most dangerous kind. I really, I could respect the person that's just out with it. Like, I don't mess with you. I don't mess with you. But the thing about a frenemy is they're jealous of you, but they like your energy. It's something that they're admiring about what you have going on. And either they don't see that in themselves, they don't think they can attain that for themselves, low self-esteem or whatever, but they want to ride your coattail. They want to be near that energy that they wish that they were in, a season they might not be in yet. I don't know. Or sometimes it could be something that they're never going to have access to, honestly, because your path and your journey is yours. Your gifts are yours and theirs are theirs. If it's not the same, it's just not the same. But frenemies, and they can don't think a frenemy is just a friend. You could literally be married to somebody and they be your frenemy. And secretly, they're smiling outwardly in your face. Meanwhile, and mentally, they're throwing you what I would call the evil eye. And they're so jealous and envious of your life that they're wanting you to have this downfall because they don't have it. That's the whole thing about the jealousy and the envy. They don't have it. Instead of possibly learning from you, trying to take notes and figuring out how they can, get the success that's meant for them, keyword that's meant for them, because what you have may not be meant for them. But it's really sickening. It is. These people will stay around in your circle. They'll try to sabotage things for you and drop a ball, do anything. They're working behind the scenes. These are the backstabbers. People that may not outwardly just say it to your face type of thing, but they may do it in another way. by having a lack of support in your life, right? Mm-hmm. By you finding out through other third parties that they've been talking about you behind your back. When God starts revealing their crooked moves and the things that they've been doing behind your back. Yeah, that can definitely happen. And if that does happen, you have to take that at face value. Like, we don't need all of that. Well, I'm sorry, I was just this. The excuses. We're not trying to hear that. Don't fall for that. To all of you that are like a little more empathic about things and giving people another chance to take it up another level, because these people are ultimately on assignment. They're definitely on assignment to try to bring you down just because they're down. It's the perfect, like, crab in a barrel type of energy as well, honestly. They can't be happy for you because they're not happy within themselves. That's a true thing. So you have to really be careful, especially when you're meeting people and they're not happy in their life, they're not satisfied, and you're doing well and you're blessed and abundant, and it is like undeniable, like God's touch on your life. What? You have to be very careful when you're around these kind of people. You have to have enough emotional maturity to know that it's a good possibility that these people are jealous and envious, right? Yeah. And nowadays in 2023, these things go to a whole nother level. It really does. And I can't even just say for 2023, these things have been going on, but it's being more brought to the light. Like, people go so far as to try to curse your life, try to wish death and illness on you, try to pray against your abundance. Like, people really, they will take time out of their life and they will make it a part-time, even a full-time job to try to throw darts at you and throw rocks and hide their hand. Like, yo, it gets deep. And these are the same people that are trying to attach themselves to your energy, trying to reap benefits from your blessings. But what they don't understand is they're trying to play God. That's in their ignorance, because these people are also a lot of time ego driven, which is why they have so much jealousy, and that's why their perceptions are this way. They're trying to play God, thinking that they can ugh, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, you guys. It's absolutely crazy. Like, the world, if you stand back from the world and look down on the world, the whole, from the galaxy, we are a speck. This one person think that they can go pray against you and send shit your way and try to block love out of your life, and trying to block cooperation and people working with you, trying to dim your life. They think that they're that powerful. These are the frenemies. They try to build relationships with you and get close enough to try to get intel on you and get you to let them have access to certain parts of your life so they can just store this for later use and smear campaign you. And man, look, I know firsthand. I know firsthand, like, I've experienced it. And that's why I'm extremely cautious about new people, period, and how much access I let people have to my life, because I have been there and done that. People I've helped and been there for, been down for, have tried their best to tear me down, to bring me down. They don't like that shine inside of you. They don't like God's favor on your life, and they wish they had it for themselves. But how the fuck you gonna get God's favor on your life when you acting so ugly? You know? And then on top of that, some of these people, they can look outwardly pleasing by three-dimensional eyes, and they think that makes them a beautiful person. No, bitch. You look at your behavior. You think you're gonna be blessed after all of that? Buckle down, because you're gonna need to for all that karma that's about to hit your ass. Like, they're constantly in these seasons of negative karma, because karma could be good too. So all that stuff that they're trying to send on you, especially when God has his hands over your life, that shit going right back on them, and they wondering why. Like, you're wishing death on me. One of your family members passed away. Stop it. Like, you're cursing your own family by trying to do stuff against God's chosen people. You can't do it. Like, you gotta be careful to be, people that get attacked all the time, because that's what happened to God's chosen people. He will be getting, people will come and try to attack you because they're working for the other team. But if you're staying close to God, you're good. You're going to always be covered. He's going to always give you a way out. He's going to let them expose themselves, and he will give you what you need to get out of that situation. And whatever you think you lost in those situations, you'll get it back. But yeah, it's real out here. People, they don't care. They do not care, man. They do not care. These frenemies, they're the worst because they try to conceal themselves. That's the thing about them. They think they sneaky. And that's why it's important that you continue to always work on yourself, keep your energy clear so that you can receive the downloads. You will receive these messages. You will have a feeling of unease around these people. A lot of times I could just look in somebody's eyes. I could feel a lot of energy just looking in somebody's eyes, But, yeah, they will go far. They will go far. They'll be some of your day ones, and then you find out, or God will reveal it to you, like, this person don't fuck with you the way you think they do. They don't. As a matter of fact, this person has wished all type of negativity on your life just because they're jealous that they don't have it for themselves. And they feel entitled to it. They feel entitled to your blessings, the stuff that you work hard for. They feel entitled to that. They feel entitled to your husband, your girlfriend, your whatever. They feel entitled without even doing the work, without paying the price. Because people don't see the behind the scenes. A lot of times they'll just see the end result of stuff, but they don't know what a person did to get to certain blessings in their life, or what tests God put them through, or hardships and, stuff that people have had to overcome. They don't care. They don't care. And the other thing that make these frenemies worse is they'll know your trials and tribulations. They'll know all the stuff that you went through, and yet they'll come and be the next one to sign up to be a Judas in your life. And they won't think nothing of it. These are empty souls. They're lost, man. They're lost. And their moral compass, it don't even exist. It don't even exist. They're just selfish, and they think they're one-upping someone. They think that they are protecting themselves. They think that they're blessing their own life, and they're just cursing themselves, and they're cursing their bloodline. They wonder why their loved ones have to go through this and that. Like, all the people around you, they got to get some of your karma too, because they're close to you. And that's why you don't want to attach yourself to people, to miserable, unprosperous people. You better be careful. Now, there's a difference between someone who got in a ring with some people they shouldn't have, meaning like surrounded themselves with a lot of dark energies, or even just one, honestly, and they have to cleanse that off of them, and they have some consequences. But the further they stay away, the no contact, right? The further they stay away from that situation, their life just starts looking like night and day. It was like, damn, like when I was attached to this person, it just wasn't like God didn't have his hands on me, or I didn't have any type of protection, but it was still some blockages. And it's because God didn't want that friend of me to come with you. He knew. The second you get these people out of your life, shit just start opening back up for you. And the longer that goes on, it just starts looking like night and day. So it don't even matter what they go and tell people after you've had to release them back into the wilderness, because it will become very obvious to people who have common sense, not the low vibrational people that are like them. Okay. They're just lost and stupid, just like them. What can you expect? Birds of a feather flock the fuck together. You know what I mean? But anyone that has common sense that knows these motherfuckers and they go play the victim and they say, this person is this and that, like they'll put characters and characteristics and accuse you of all types of, they'll paint you out to be the complete fucking opposite of what you truly are. And then people be like, well, let me go see what the fuck. They'll go check your social media. They go fact check and shit. And like, well, it don't seem like this bitch is all that to me. Like, actually, you probably blocked your own blessings. Like, this seemed like a pretty good person to me. Shit, what the fuck is wrong with you? So it becomes obvious to even a blind man at that point. Like, that's why it's important for you to remain who you are and stay true to yourself and keep your eyes on the prize and stay centered on God. That's my other phone that I should have muted, but let me do that. But yeah, frenemies are like I said, they're the worst kind because they try to conceal themselves and they try to penetrate your circle. And these are people that you invited to your dinner table. Like, bitch, like I shared my bed with you, even, and it just is going to come out. It's going to come out. Like, you have to cut these people off. Don't allow them to have all these cycles with you because it just gets worse and worse and worse, right? It gets worse. And then you subject yourself to collateral damages too, because God, he's going to get you out of that. Yes, especially you work with him. He's going to get you out of it, but you don't want to have to clean up these messes, the residuals of having these people in your life. So, one thing you can work on if you're not is just not needing to have a bunch of friends. Okay. You know, a spiritual advisor told me this a long time ago, and I've learned to take heed to it. They was like, look here, I see where you're going wrong, baby. Like, in this lifetime, you want so many friends. You do. You wanna be social, you wanna do this and that, but guess what? In this lifetime, you baby, you're gonna be lucky to have one or two people that you can actually fucking trust, girl. Now, do what you can with that information. It means that the majority of the people I come across, I'm not going to be able to trust them, you know? And I've accepted these things, for me and my life and my journey. This could be true for many people, honestly. And a lot of people don't have the amount of friends that they think they have. You know how many people I've been there and down for? If I go through something, it's me and God. 99.9% of the time, it is me and God, you know. And I think I may have 3 friends. I may have 3. Wait. 1, 2. More like 2, honestly. I didn't even have 3, it's 2. I guess the person's like, you might have 1 or 2. You right. She was right. But, you can't be so needy for that, you know? So it's not that I won't have associates, because I will, but I know where to keep people and how close to let people get to me, because I understand, I understand. And the other thing about having these people in your energy, you might experience like creative blockages. I remember a time I had this toxic person in my life, and they were evil eyeing me the whole time, praying against me, jealous as fuck. Like, oh my gosh, it's sickening. But the more that person stayed in my life, I felt like I had some creative blockages. Their energy, it was just too toxic, because first of all, I'm going through drama in the relationship with them, when they finally exposing themselves and the mask is dropping, going through drama with them, and it's causing like a creative blockage. Like, the second I let this person go, all my creative projects just shot the fuck up. Like, there was no blockages, because their energy it's a heavy energy that you don't need around you. So be careful for that. For all my creative folks out there, you have creative projects going, you have to protect them. You're hanging around the wrong people, you're going to get a writer's block. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel creatively blocked. Like, damn, I ain't wrote a song in how long? Like, I can't even, like, it's too much negative energy around you. And it's too many evil eyes being thrown at you from a close distance, and proximity. So, yeah, they will, and we can just transfer that. If it's not like, you're not a YouTube creator and stuff like that, we can transfer that into like your work productivity, like having a hard time concentrating in your career and stuff like that. And yeah, because it's somebody that's blocking it. Like, you got this jealous ass person throwing an evil eye on you, hating that you're prospering, and you're sitting at the table eating dinner with them, you're going shopping with them. Like, this person is real close to your energy, so it's going to have some type of an effect. you know of course, they don't have um divination, or they don't have authorization to just snatch your shit from you. Of course, you have to give them that authority, because I've seen people who are doing really well. Like a man, he could be doing really well, and he has this wrong woman in his life, and his whole life go down the damn hill. That's why you have to be so discriminatory. You have to be so discriminatory. And one of my spiritual advisors, she gave me a good tip for this too, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Act like your heart is a baby, a newborn baby. Even though we're mature, we're emotionally mature, but would you just give your newborn baby to any damn body? Would you give your newborn baby to anybody, to a toddler? Because narcissists and these type of people, they're emotionally stunted and immature, and you're basically giving your heart. Not and some toddlers that aren't narcissists will actually be more mature with your heart than a fucking adult ass narcissist. I done seen babies of videos and TikToks of toddlers loving on their sibling, and just you can see the love just oozing from them because they're not full of that darkness. So there's a confirmation. So yeah, like not even a child would be as reckless. So I ain't even trying to put down toddlers, but for the sake of, just comparing the maturity, you know. But yeah, would you give your heart? If your heart was a newborn baby, would you just give any and everybody a chance with your newborn baby? Come on now. So if we start looking at our heart as that way, maybe that'd be a good example as to, how we can be protecting ourselves. Yeah. But it's a real thing. And don't feel bad about it. Once you figure out who the frenemy is, just be glad that you know and do what you know you're supposed to do. Clear that energy right on the fuck out of your life forever. There's no re-entry. I don't care. Once you clear yourself and you remove your energy, they're not having access. Because that's the thing. These frenemies, and that's the other thing that I don't appreciate that. See, when you're a blessed person, and this is what you have to understand for all my blessed people out there, when you're a blessed person, other people benefit from your energy. There's confirmation. Just by them being close to you, they start getting blessed off of your positive energy. So you're literally blessing people by letting them be in close proximity to you. Your touch could be healing somebody, for all my healers out there. So these frenemies, they could have been from your childhood, you could have met them in your adulthood, could be from a romantic relationship. Um, they come in, their life just start getting better just from being around you because you're just full of all this positive energy. And like I said, God has his hand over your life. So anybody, they're going to benefit in some way by default. And that's why sometimes, especially with these major blessings and certain things, God is like, damn, like, I know people are going to benefit, and I don't want the wrong people to benefit from your energy. So he has to, hold back on it. And then as soon as you release that person, the floodgates. But yeah, the fact that they can come and just suck on your energy and benefit from your energy, they're thieves, frenemies, they're thieves. They're absolutely thieves. But the good thing is, especially when it comes to material things, whatever you have lost, you'll get it back. You'll get it back 100-fold. Don't worry about the material things. God's going to give it back. And you're on the right side of things and your heart is pure, He's going to give it back to you. You're not going to lose. You're not going to lose. But the frenemies, they don't even know. Like, see, God knows the end to the beginning. He could have already been dishing out karma to them before they even met you for the shit they was going to do to you. Like, they're so oblivious to their own cycles and what's going on in their life because they're just spiritually filthy. Like they think they so connected because they project other people's good traits onto themselves. And that's the other thing with frenemies. They'll come and they'll try to make y'all like twins. I'm just like you. Da, 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 da. And like the more you peel back them layers, like you ain't nothing like me, honey. You wish you were like me. You wish. You're self-deluding yourself. You wish you were like me. Because we don't move the same, So I'm going to be staying on here for a half an hour. I see we're like at 27 minutes, so we got 3 more minutes here. And then tomorrow I'll be back, you guys. We'll do the Ask Lakia. If anyone's divinely guided to drop into the channel and ask me any questions, I'll find another topic to talk about. If you want me to do like an email Ask Lakia, meaning like if you want to email coachlakia@gmail.com, and I can also answer your question on one of my Ask Lakia lives. So we could do that as well. All right. But yeah, in the meanwhile, between time, I'll try to have a topic to talk about when I do come on here, just to help the time as well. But yeah, we're talking about the fake ass friends and them frenemies. Man, like, I'm telling you, I know firsthand. I've gotten lots of experience so far in this lifetime on some frenemies. Like God really gave me a front row seat, and He has revealed to me so many times, And honestly, some of the frenemies, like when God allows them to reveal themselves, they will legit, like literally admit it. Like I've literally had a friend to me, because I can't call him a friend no more, just tell me like, I was really jealous when you got your degrees, and then they went to college and majored in the same thing that I majored in. They were trying to like follow in my footsteps. So I'm, on one hand, before that was revealed to me, I was glad that I inspired them to seek the higher education to, go to the next level. But I realized that they were just trying to mirror everything that I was doing in my life. And they're trying to make it apply to themselves. Like I've been doing this channel for years before the word narcissist became all busy. I've had people come into my life and try to just emulate what I do here even on this channel. Like suddenly they have a few conversations with me and they're a narcissistic abuse expert. Like they try to really just if they could step into my skin, they would. I've met people who weren't the best mother to their own children, but they want to come and act like they're the mother that I am to my kids. Like sometimes people, these frenemies, the empty spaces inside of them, they try to fill it with your energy, with your goodness, with your good traits, so that they could feel better about themselves. Instead of just accepting what it was. You know what? I wasn't the best mother. I wasn't the best mother, but I can be, if your kids are still alive now, whether they're grown or not, I can be better moving forward. I can be the best grandmother, whatever. But yeah, like they be trying to think they twinning like, honey, you are nothing like me. Stop doing it. That's just a lot of self-deception when it comes to the frenemies. But If you understand certain things about human nature, you won't be blindsided. You know, if you're not prematurely giving people uh, access to the most intimate details of your life and spaces, you're not going to get caught up on these things. And if you feel like you're giving somebody more trust than they can handle, take it the fuck back, you know? As far as dealing with people like, oh, I thought I could go there with you, but I see right now I can't. And that's not a problem. Rewind. You know, you can't untell people things, but you don't have to continue to be vulnerable with them, you know? But yeah. And the other thing about frenemies is sometimes they cover it up really good by saying the right things and seeming a certain way, you know, doing being there for you in the smaller ways, or even seeming like they're being there for you in a big way, but it's all going to lead up to a big betrayal eventually. That's what tends to happen. But there's usually little signs. There's usually little signs. You know, if you can just, it could be something as simple as their facial expression, you know, or look in their eyes, you know, like, she got another promotion, like just not looking happy. Like, I record a lot of stuff, like my special events and stuff, activities. Like, I literally looked at a person that was very close to me. I looked at their facial expressions and stuff at certain special times in my life. Like, you could see the jealousy, you could see the resentment. They resent you for being blessed. That's crazy. They resent you for your blessings. Like, they put so much effort and energy and intention over to someone else. And this has also happened to me with frenemies. They were older than me and they didn't make the decisions that I made in my life, and they resented me for making better decisions and ended up in a better place. Like, some people don't want the next generation to be better. They're too much in their own ego because it reminds them of their quote unquote failures or their shortcomings. And so, yeah, if you befriend someone that's older than you and they're not doing so well in life, first of all, they're coming down to be with younger people because they can't even really deal with the people on their age because they didn't really do much with their life, you know? But even if you're a young person that's about something, you can peep that and be very careful. Just be careful. Just be careful because it's very low vibrational, no matter how much they try to mask that up. But yeah, I've had people that were older than me that literally resent me for doing better in life. Like, just literally resent that. It's very sickening. And then they want to try to block your progression. They want to try to block you from being better than they were, basically. And that's crazy. Like, any human being that think they gonna be playing God, especially with a chosen one, you done lost your damn mind. And I be careful. Like, I'm sorry, I have too much respect for God. Like, the Alpha and the Omega who created this whole damn thing. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Do you really like the level of ignorance to try to go against that energy? It's not gonna end well. Like, I'm a very spiritual person. I really am. And over the last few years, I've gotten deeper and deeper. God is exposing knowledge to me. And there are some people that have gotten so low, you know, they just been a Judas so many times to so many people, even their own ancestors that have crossed over do not even want to fuck with them. Like, even their own ancestors is like, you know what, like, we tried. This person is just unteachable. Like, you know, we have people, there's a whole lot that's not seen by the 3D eye. You know, yes, we do have God, we have our ancestors, we have guardian angels and spirit guides. We have forces that actually want to see us do well in this life. They want to lead us on a positive trail, but God gave us free will. He did. And we don't have to always some people will fight against it for some crazy reason, like God be like I'm about to bless you real quick. And somebody completely demolish, completely destroy any good thing that God gives to them. Is the darkness inside of them, the unhealed part of them is so damaged that they can't even receive these good things. But it's some people, they've been so demonic, they've been so devilish and devious and attacking other people's lives and being this frenemy energy that their own ancestors that they claim to love themselves and think they're just shaking their head on the other side like, you fucking fool. Like, we can't even we can't even help you no more. Like, you're that fucking lost. Like, this shit just gotta play off because they've done so much stuff. It's like, now you gotta literally spend these frenemies. People have been just in this energy their whole fucking lives. Like, you have to spend the rest of your life paying off this karma now. You're gonna die alone. You ain't gonna never get any more quality people. Like, you gotta pay this shit off. What you thought? What you thought? You thought you was gonna come fuck all these people over, and then especially when they're doing it to a chosen one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't feel sorry for them. Because I know a couple times in my life, um, and I've learned from that, and I will not do it again. I have intercepted motherfuckers' karma. See, you can help lighten people's karma. When you're a chosen one and God has his hand on your life, you can actually come and offset some of people's karma. And it won't feel so burdensome to have such a light as yours next to them. You're actually helping them get through it, but then they're not really being held accountable as they should be. They're not feeling the wrath as hard as their hard-headed asses need to, so that they can learn a message. So you don't want to block people from, sparing them rods and stuff. They said about those spare the rod, because they need to be yelled at. Don't be blocking it, because then you're going to take on some of that karma too, actually. And that's when you start feeling drained and all that stuff. But yeah, it's some people that they've been frenemies their whole fucking life, just backstabbing motherfuckers, doing this and that. They got to spend the rest of their life working that shit off. That's crazy. Like, to put yourself in that type of position where now everybody gonna be doing that shit to you for the rest of your life. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, but people do it. And it's like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, every cause has a reaction. You don't think there's going to be repercussions, you idiot? Like, it's coming if it ain't already. The funny thing is, they be in it and don't even see it. Like, you're already getting karma. Because you can't trick God. There's no fooling God. You might be able to trick a person. You might take advantage of a kind heart, still from a single mother with kids. You could do all types of stuff, but there's no tricking God. There is no tricking God. You can't trick God. Go ahead and try to. Go try to. So, it's not even the payoff for their ignorance, and the real love that they could have had and the blessings they could have had access to, the elevation, their ancestors, like, damn, like, yeah, you go ahead, you can help out the bloodline getting with a person like that. They just go piss all over it. Nope, nope, nope. I'll take the bad karma for 100, please. Okay. We have free will. Okay. If that's what you want, you will continue to get this karma for the rest of your life. They've done so much, they have to account for it. You have to pay for it, and the frenemy, the thing is, they will, the fake apologies, that's a real thing with them. They'll give you some fake ass apologies. And that's why, I teach on this channel about not knowing how to get closure and not needing to get it from the same source that put you in a position to feel like you need some sort of closure. You get that closure from within. You know, you get that closure from knowing you've seen and heard the fuck enough. you know, get the closure from ending the relationship and doing what's best for you and protecting yourself moving forward. You don't need a sorry from this caliber of person. They just manipulative anyway. It's gonna be fake. And even if it's real, okay. If I was really a catalyst to you truly seeing the light, okay. But still wash your hands and be through with that. All right. All right, you guys. So I done came on here for 40 minutes now. I done came on here for 40 minutes and we done talked about frenemies while we waited. Nobody came through with any questions. So we'll try this again tomorrow. I'll do another live, you guys. If there's no questions, I'll do another live tomorrow. We'll try another Ask Lakia, and I'll come up with a topic. If you guys want to put any topics that you want me to be talking about when I come on and do these Ask Lakias, let me know down in the comment section. If you're just hopping in right now, YouTube will re-upload this. You can skip around and all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say. It's pretty much what I got to say. It's always nice to jump in. Let me get on with my day. Hopefully this will stick, it'll stay. I done pinned it in. I pinned it in pretty good. It's time for me to actually, I'm not gonna wear any makeup today, but I will go over my eyebrows. And that's about it. But yeah, stay blessed, stay well. Keep your eyes open and your ears so that you can hear and see, so that you will, figure out these possible frenemies in your own life, because, they just end up playing themselves when they go against someone that's emotionally mature. Like, bitch, I already knew. Why you think I kept you where I kept you? Why you think I don't fuck with you no more? Like, I already know. God reveals. He reveals. He reveals. All right? Be thankful for that. But you have to stay clear to where it can be revealed to you. Got to have your eyes actually open. All right, you guys. Take care. Take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. God willing, of course. Take care.